dear viewers. I welcome you all to this session on word processing. This session will be useful to all those students who have dissertation work in their program or those who are involved in preparing any word document. I will focus on meaning, means, and advantages of word processing, main features of word processor, basic components of MS Word window and using the MS Word processor. By the end of this session, you will be able to explain the concept of word processing, appreciate the advantages of word processing, describe the basic features of word processor, identify the basic components of MS Word window and use the word processor for word processing. So, the word processing as we now conceive is writing, editing, saving and production of documents such as letters, research proposals, reports, articles, books, etc. through the use of a computer program or a complete computer system which is designed to facilitate a rapid and efficient manipulation of text. So, this word processing refers to the act of using a computer to create, edit, save and print documents. This is how this word processing has become a part and parcel of a package of software, that is a application software. Of course, we have word processor, and this word processor is nothing but a device or the computer program or the application software that provides scope for input, editing, formatting and output of text, often with some additional features. There are different types of word processor. To name a few: MS Word, that is Microsoft Word processor, OpenOffice Writer, Google Docs, iWork Pages, WordPerfect, Focusrite, LibreOffice Writer and so on. We have so many word processors, and out of all these word processors, MS Word processor is the best one that people consider because it is the most widely used software in the world. So, what are the main features of MS Word processor? So, it provides many features. These features are for creating, editing, saving and printing of documents, copying and pasting or cutting and pasting, removing and deleting of the text within a given document, or formatting of the text such as the letters, words, paragraphs or the other parts of the document. Lastly, it provides ample scope for inserting tables, graphs, charts, images, graphics and many other things. Why we should be using this word processor? Because it offers many advantages. It has inherent advantages. For example, quality is the one of the major aspects. It produces error free documents. That is the best part of it, word processing. So, there is no problem of storage. Any large size documents can be stored. That is another advantage of it. Next is time saving. Without wasting time, we can produce a large number of documents also in this word processing, and it offers security also, because unlike documents typed on the manual typewriter, Microsoft Word processor is there that offers facilities for protecting the document also, so that others cannot misuse the document. Other advantages of the word processing are environment friendly nature of this word processing act is there, and it reduces the wastage of paper. It reduces the usage of the paper and also wastage of the paper, and it is cost effective because we can use the soft copies in place of the printed documents. It is a cheap and best means of communication. Now we are all using email, and whatever the text we prepare, whatever the document we prepare, this text or the document can be easily sent to any number of users through email. That is how it is cheap and best. There are certain basic components of Microsoft Word window, because this is a part of yes, MS Word processor. The moment you want to use MS Word processor, you will be opening its window only. This include Office button. It contains a menu. There will be a quick access toolbar, and in that you will find save, undo and redo buttons, and there will be title bar where you will be finding the document name and program name, and also you will be having minimize, maximize and close buttons in it, and you will have toolbar which has a set of tools in the form of tabs, and each tab will be containing set of commands which are grouped under each of the tabs, and they all will be displayed on a ribbon the top of the window. There are rulers also, and these rulers are of two types. There are horizontal, one is horizontal ruler and another is a vertical ruler, and you will find these scroll bars also in that Microsoft window. Other components of this Microsoft Word window are, you can see the previous page if you want, or you can go to the next page, and if you want to see the text in larger size, you can zoom it accordingly in whatever the size you want to see it, and you can see the print layout. You can take a print out of it, and there is a status bar also, and in fact that status bar is at the bottom, and in the status bar also you will notice certain features, that is which page you are using and how many words are there in that particular document. There are other features which we will be using, like dialog box will be there, and for that we have to use the dialog box launcher. By using all these components or the features that are available, we will be working in a work area or the document window. How to start a word processor? It can be started in different ways. One way is desktop. You can notice the start button. You can click on that start button. You will see all programs. Then click on all programs. You will go to Microsoft Office, and within that Office you will notice MS Office Word 2007, because this 2007 is the most popularly used software, and there is a shortcut method also for opening this MS Word processor. That is, if there is a icon on the desktop, you can straight away double click on it, and the MS Word processor will open. Otherwise, shortcut is you can use the taskbar also. If there is a icon, and if you double click on it, the Word will open, Word window will open. So you can choose any one of these options for opening the MS Word, that is the processor to start with. So how we can do that thing? Now we will go to the demonstration part of it. Now you can see the start button at the desktop of the computer. So if you click on the start button, we can see all programs being displayed here. Microsoft Office is here. So from the Microsoft Office, you can go to Microsoft Office Word 2007. Now you have opened the Microsoft Word processor. At the center, you can see the blinking cursor here, and this is the actually document space or the work area where we will be working to prepare the document. You can notice that around this entire white area, that is work area, you will find so many components. To start with, on the left top extreme corner, you will find an icon. This is called Office button. If you click the Office button, you will find the menu. So whatever the menu is appropriate, you will be starting it, but in the beginning inevitably you have to start with a new button only. So you will click on that. After that, what will happen is, if you have opened the document, for example, we have opened the document, if we have done some work, for example, Word processor, it is there, it is typed. Now this, if I want to save, it will save even without typing any words. Also we can save the document, but that will be empty document. So now since we have opened it, we can save it. Otherwise, for example, whatever I have done it, if I want to undo this thing, here is the button undo. For example, if I do it, see, processor has gone, and if I further undo it, it will erase whatever were there. So if I want to redo it, it will redo those words which I have undone. That is how it will work. Now at the center of the top bar you will find document 1 and Microsoft Word are written. This is what is called actually title bar. Here you find two titles. What are those titles? One is the document title. We have not saved this document with any particular name, so you can see document 1 here, and this software which we are using is the MS Word processor. So you will see document 1 and MS Word. On the right side extreme you can see three buttons, that is, one is minimize button. If you click on it, it will get minimized. Then if you want to restore it, there is a restore button and it will be restored like this, and again if you click on that, it will be coming to normal size. Then if you want to close it, you can click on the close button. For example, if I click on it, it will ask whether you want to save the document or not. That means here, do you want to save the changes to document 1? If I say yes, then it will proceed with the saving of the document. Otherwise it will not proceed with saving. For example, if I say yes, then it will ask us what name you want to give. We can save it. For example, if I want to save it, where should I save it? I want to save it as word processor. Okay, where I want to save it? I want to save it on the desktop, and if I click on save, then it will be saved, and also it is closed. And here we can see this document which is saved on the desktop, which I have opened again. This Microsoft window, Word window, has other features. What are those other features? This bar is called toolbar. Below title bar you will find another bar which has certain tabs. This is called a toolbar with many tabs, and the home tab we have used, and if we use insert tab, it will also show its commands. For example, here in the home tab there are certain command groups. For example, here font, which font you want to use, means now right now what is being used, Calibri. If I want to change, I can change the font, and similarly font size I can change. These are all the options available in fact in this font. Similarly, there is another group of commands which are put under paragraph. Here also you can use the same tab. There are additional groups, and in this group there are certain commands, whether you want to align it towards the left or center or the right or justified, like that there are options available. Similarly, if you go to other tab, that is insert tab, it also displays certain options. Actually, where you are finding all these displays, this is called actually the ribbon, including this toolbar, and these command groups are all being displayed in a ribbon. This entire area is called a ribbon. Similarly, if you click on the other tab, page layout tab, you will find so many options which you can use for processing of the document. Another tab is here, references are there, whether you want to references in what form, whether it is in the form of a bibliography or some other form you want to use, you can accordingly use them. And this is having different groups of commands from the table of contents. When you are preparing table of contents, it will be useful, and if you want to use footnotes, these commands will be useful, and citations and bibliographies, these commands will be useful, and similarly for captions and index. Now if you look at the right side, you will notice one bar. This is what is called a vertical toolbar. You can move it by holding on the bar, or you can use it by way of clicking on the arrow, that is top arrow to move upward, or the bottom arrow to move accordingly. Horizontal side also you will find a horizontal vertical bar, and that will be displayed when you are working on the document. And if the document is very lengthy, full document is not seen, then only you will be in a position to scroll it. Otherwise, when a complete document page is being displayed, there will not be option for scrolling of this thing. At the bottom, you will have this status bar in the bottom of the window, and here you will see the pages of the document. How many pages are there in the document, in what page you are, that is here page 1 of 1 is there, and how many words are there, only 2 words, because I have typed only 2 words, word and processor. So this is the status bar. In the status bar also you will find on the right side this is zooming facility, that is now it is 100% zoom. If I want to reduce it, I can click on this thing so that it becomes 90% zoom only. Accordingly it can, if I want to increase it, I can click on the plus button here, so accordingly it will increase. If I want to see entire document, it will show the entire document also, because it is showing one page here and it will show another page here, and if more pages are there, again it will be showing as a small documents in rows. So this is how we can use this Word document, and these are all the major components that you see in the Microsoft Word window. Now I will demonstrate how this word processor can be used for word processing. We can use the same document which we have earlier opened. Now, for example, here we will apply. I am using now Calibri font here. If I want to change it, I can change the font so that it will be, for example, if I select this text and if I change it to any particular font, it will accordingly change. For example, if I select this font, it has changed to this font. Accordingly, we can change the font size also. If I want to change the font size, select the words which you want to change from existing font to different font size. Accordingly, it will change. Next is whether you want to put it in the bold. For example, see the selection how it changes. If I want to make it bold, it has turned into bold. You can clearly see it. Otherwise, if I want to change it to some other font which will be more clear, then accordingly you can choose any other font of your choice. Accordingly, it will show clearly. If you want to unbold it, you can unbold it by clicking it again on the bold, and if you want to convert it into italic words, you can do it. If you want to underline it, you can do it. Whether it is selected words or the entire text, it will do it. Here, whether you want to use all the capital letters, you can select this text, particular text, and accordingly use it as a uppercase or lowercase. If you want to use entire document into lowercase, it will change into lowercase. And advantage of it is in this home page, you can use the colors also for this word. Whatever the text color you want to select, you can select it, and the text will change into that particular color. You can see the change, how the text is changing into color. So if you select a specific text, it will change accordingly. Otherwise, if you want to change the entire document also into that color, it will accordingly change it. Now come to the insert tab. In this tab also there are special groups of commands which you can apply. For example, if you want to change the cover page, because that is not the page you wanted to have, and if you want to have cover page like this, it will put this thing, and here whatever you want to type here, you can type. For example, word processor you want to use, you can cut it and you can type here as a word processor. Whatever you type, it will be, so it is typed, and this will be your front page. Now if you do not want it, you can again undo it, so that that first page will not be there according to your choice. Similarly, we have not saved it because we want to just demonstrate how it happens. Now There is a way of inserting a blank page also, because here you wanted to do something else, so that you have inserted a blank page here, and you can work on it. Similarly, you can give a break to that page where you were doing earlier. In the same page also you can give a break. For example, if you want to insert a break here itself in the first page, you can insert a break so that it will go to second page and you can start working in the second page. Now if you have some tables to be inserted here, you are writing some text, you are citing some report, and for that report inserting a table is required, then you will click on this insert button, and how many columns and how many rows you require, accordingly you will select. For example, it is a 4 into 4 table, 4 columns are there and 4 rows are there, you can clearly see here. For example, if you want to insert any picture also in the document, you can accordingly select any picture, and if you have picture library, from the picture library you can select any one, and if you insert it, and it will get inserted here. But if you want to continue with it, you can retain it, otherwise you can have your own picture from the library pictures of your choice rather. For example, some shapes if you want to introduce, I will so if you want to do it in some box, some text is there, you want to put it in a box form, so you can type here by clicking on the right click on this, see the display, and then you click on add. Here you can type whatever the text you want, you can do it. Okay, so this is the way of inserting any shapes. If you want to insert a circle, similarly you can do it other place. And then if you want to insert a arrow also, you can select a arrow by linking it like that within the document. So you can accordingly insert whatever the type of things you require, you can accordingly do it. Further facility available here is you can insert even a chart also. For example, you have data and you wanted to prepare a chart of the data, which type of chart you want to select. Accordingly, you choose the particular chart, and if you click on that chart, and it will be displayed. But for using this chart, you need data, because it calls for some kind of interface thing, I can say. Unless and until you have already data prepared in the form of Excel sheet, you cannot do it, because you have to enter that data here, then only you will be getting the graph accordingly. That is the advantage that Word offers. Any other thing, if you want to put hyperlinks also, you can give it, and similarly you give bookmark or anything else you can put. And similarly, if you want to insert a header, for example, you are preparing a document, you want to run a header at the top of the document, it will accordingly provide you for the header. Here you can write the title. Whatever the title you write, that will be saved there, and it will continue on all the pages of the document. Then there is a provision for even inserting a footer. Not that you will be using only header. If you want to use both also, you can use it, or if you want to simply use only footer, you can use the footer, and it will type at the bottom of the page whatever the text you feel like. If you want to insert a page number, for example, if a page number is not already there in a document, you can use it. Otherwise, if you want to delete page numbers also, you can do it, but there will be so many options. If you want to do any word art, for example, you have text, for example, I will copy some text, so that instead of typing, we can have some text on word processing. For example, it has a facility to copy and paste the document, as I was explaining you earlier. There is a facility, and in this thing we can paste this document. Here we are using the two documents. From one document we have copied and pasted the text here. If you want to delete any part of text, you can simply select that text and right click on it, so that you can cut it. If you cut it, it will go. If you undo it again, it will come back. Or if you copy it and wanted to paste it elsewhere, again it will copy and paste it elsewhere. Here it has a pasted. If I want to convert any particular word into word art, because you have not put it in the form of word art, here you have simply used a different font, this word process. For example, if you want to convert it into word art, you can resort to word art also. Whatever the form you want, you can simply select and click it, so that you can see this is how it is put here. We want to touch upon all those things. For example, here also there is a equation facility. If you want to insert any equation, for example, at this place, if you want to insert a equation, you can select that particular equation. It will get inserted here, and if you want to change the equations, then again you can carry out the changes also. Similarly, we can insert other symbols. Any symbol you select, accordingly it will be displayed here. Like that, it offers so many facilities, and page layout is there. Accordingly, you can use this commands available here for margins. You can use this margins, how much margin you want to leave at the bottom, top, etc. You can do it. Similarly, you can use other options. Page orientation you can do, whether it is a portrait or landscape. You can use the text into different columns. If it is one column or two columns, it will break the text into two columns. If large text is there, it will display the text here. Like that, you can divide it into the columns also, and text will be more appealing. If you want to take the color, if you want to change the entire page color, you can select it, or particular page you want to select, you can do it, or entire document you want to do it in particular color, you can do it. For example, if I insert spelling mistake, you can notice it here. Some spelling mistake will be there, and that will be indicated generally in the red color. Here you see now, this means that there is a spelling mistake in this thing, and if you select and right click on this thing, you can select the correct spelling of it. It will show it. Here it is being shown as it is not that spelling, it is correct spelling is processing. If you want to even insert this bullets, you can do it. If you want to insert numbers also, you can do the numbering. So all these options are available in word processing. You can finally take a printout of it after saving the corrections, etc. And for taking a printout of it, here you can go to the print command, and you can do the printing of all pages or the current page or any particular page. Here you can type the selected numbers 1 or 2, etc. That will go like that. Or if you want to print all pages in range, or odd pages or even pages also, you can do it. I think this session has helped you in preparing your document by carrying out many operations in the document, so that you can make your document very interesting. So I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for your patience.